Alright, look at this charger here. It's a good charger, this one. I'm a J-Car Zapper. Have it on this battery for 15 minutes, just to do an equivalent to a car running for 15 minutes when it sits in storage, to top the battery up. Because when you get a car sitting in a shed, in order to top the battery up to maintain it, and give it a proper charge, is to run the car for 15 minutes. This is doing the same thing but with a charger, and I've got the battery zapper there. Because this is an older battery, I want to try and prolong it and look after it as long as I can. So I've got the J-Car battery zapper there, along with this heavy duty charger I got there. That's a good charger, that, a UPS transformer, and a heavy duty 4-way rectifier. Make a bloody good battery charger. It's good for the Allen batteries too. It's a little hard on the battery, but I'm not going to leave this on that battery for very long. So this is perfect for charging Allen batteries. Pushes out many amps at constant 13 over 30, just over 13 volts constant. So it's if the battery is buggered, so if one of these, for example, is left below 6 volts, a charger like that probably won't recognise it in most cases. So this thing will kick it up the arse hard enough to get it up to the 12 volts so a smart charger can recognise it again. You can hear bubbling in there. You can hear it sizzling in there. Not hard though, just a light bubble. You don't want to boil it because that will wreck the battery. Just going to go a little bit at a time to revive it. You can hear the pulses of high voltage. .70 volts peak being zapped and pulsed into this battery. Got to give them that. The Koreans can make a pretty good battery. Delco are the best batteries, I reckon. They're Korean made as well, and they're very, very, very well made, well lasting battery, the Delco. I've got a tear down in this one. And I said before, previously, they use a honeycomb structure in the plates, opposed to the rectangular, normal structure. So they've got their own unique design, and they're very well made. So Delcos are the best car batteries you can get, in my opinion. I've never had a problem with them. They last beautifully, and they stay very healthy for a long time. Anyway, let's give this battery a test now. Do a check. I think it's been about 10 minutes on this little thing, this little setup. There you go, that's better. It's gone down in resistance. That's good. Oh, that's good. Considering all this battery's been through, the poor old thing, that's doing quite well. 450 coking amps, 350. I'll go for a tad longer. Yeah, it's a bit high though. But that's an older battery, so yeah, it will get a bit high. You don't want to go on much more than 10 milliohms. Once it's over 10 milliohms, it's pretty much on the well and surely on the highway to the graveyard. I'll go a little bit longer. But the beauty is, the main thing, this battery stays over 13 volts, which is good. A new battery typically stays above 13 volts for a little bit before you start using it. I have to find some plugs for this and drill the top out, drill some holes in the top carefully. And I want to try and top the fluid up in this. I reckon the fluid is a bit too low. That's why this battery's not getting over 50%. It's just not enough activity in the plates. If the fluid's too low, you're only going to get that much out of the plates. The top half just sits there and doesn't do anything. You're not going to get all the use out of it. So if I top the fluid level up to the top, to the maximum level, about here, should be good. I can only top this cell up because I can pull this out and top that cell up only, but you can't get to the other 5 cells. So I have to start, find some plugs first, so that will fit. I've got to get some plugs and the right size drill bit to match those plugs so I can cap it back off again. I could use those. You could use those, but then I can't get my hydrometer down there. Anyway, this battery's coming up very well. Let's see, get a reading on this B.A.Z. What have I used? I've got 329. 7,329 kilowatt hours on this now. The computer's pulling about an amp, plus the monitor and the amplifier. Dropped down a little bit with load. It was 240 in the dot, now it's about 236 volts. It's turning around quite nice with a good old B.A.Z. Pretty reliable, the capacitor on the back of that. It's working very reliably on that meter. I just leave it plugged in all the time. It doesn't need anything. Like a couple of milliamps if that. Perfect. I can see if I've got power to do my experiments. Until I see that needle drop to 0, I know I've tripped the breaker. So it's good for that. I've also found an RS-232 cable too from my one of the old flatbed scanner that originally came with this machine when it was first purchased back in the year 2000. So I'm going to use that for my touchscreen ELO. The motherboard on this, the Asus one's got the RS-232 socket in the back, and I'm pretty sure that ELO touchscreen is only compatible with Windows XP and older versions of Windows. I couldn't get that monitor to work on Windows 7. I haven't got the right interface for it, so since this is pretty much all set up, I might try and set it up with this machine. I have a touchscreen XP gaming computer. That'd be cool. Anyway, that'd be enough for now. Thanks for watching.